Oops, I started this a little early. That's okay.
Radiant team back. Reserve time.
Hey everybody, this is Love is Dead. I'm coming to you with the final game of MUFC versus DK. It is 1-on-1 split right now. And the bands are actually going into reserve time. Actually, going into reserve time to figure out what their final band is going to be. It is Tinker, Lycan, Darkseer, as well as Nagasarian. And they're going to ban out Venomancer, which has really been popular from DK. They've played it 2 games in a row. They're going to get rid of him the 3rd game. Been really useful in the counter push, since he can just pop down like 7 of those wards. And it's pretty hard to get through, and pretty hard to team fight through. And MUFC have continually tried to go with the fighting route rather than the split push that has been DK's strategy through and through. They won 1 game with team fights, but they started to go like sort of single target on DK, but that didn't work out because DK didn't give them single targets to take out. They went like Templar, Assassin, and Chaos Knight, who are pretty good taking out single targets, but a little bit weaker in the team fight compared to like Tidehunter and Beastmaster and the first setup that MUFC had. So we'll see if they decide to go back with their original plan. Because I think DK is going to go straight for the things they did before. And it seems like, yes, this is what they're going to be doing. They do get Leshrac and Chen, and Nature's Prophet is going to be picked up by MUFC. Chen and Leshrac going to be great for pushing. Chen is okay in team fights. Later on in the game, he becomes a little bit weaker, but early game is definitely able to help you steamroll and definitely take down a tower really quickly. So he's going to be in the jungle. Remains to be seen whether or not he's going to take the aggressive jungle or the safe dire jungle. And Leshrac, he's just a good hero. You can play support, kind of you play carry. Depends on what you wanna do with him. He's just really powerful. The Edict damage is just too much. Coupled with the Pulse Nova, and if you can lock down a team and just keep Leshrac around, he'll just DPS and just take out people without really having to hit anything. His Pulse Nova hits anything within range, and Edict damages too. His stun is hard to hit. You usually need some kind of a setup to be able to hit that one, because it's got like a couple seconds before it goes off, and you see his hooves go up. You got plenty of warning to dodge it. So if MUFC do not take Shadow Demon, DK may take him, because he just combines really well with Leshrac. They're going to go with Enchantress, Morphling, so it looks like, I don't think Chen's going to take the aggressive jungle. I think Enchantress is going to go on the safe jungle, and they're just going to push against each other, well, on the opposite sides of the map.
Anti-mage.
An anti-mage. Okay, so it is going to be the split push anti-mage. He is, I'm assuming they're not going to go for the team fight anti-mage, just because I think I saw them play this before. Yes, I'm not sure if, or maybe it was Tong Fu that played it before, but anti-mage is a great split pusher. He gets his Battle Fury, he can blink across the map. He's very fast, and the illusions, once you get them big enough, can just push on their own from the Manta style. And Morphling, going to pick up from MUFC. He's going to be used definitely for the team fight. His Replicate, it can be used as a split push, actually, but I'm assuming they're going to be using that to, pop him around the map. They have Nature's Prophet with that as well, so they can kind of turn, like a 1v3 into a 3v3 if they want to. Or a 1v2 versus 3v2 kind of thing, if Morphling just has his Replicate in the right place at the right time. But most of the time he's not coming into fights with that. Teams usually see the illusion and try to get rid of it as soon as they can. Or else Morphling will be there. But they're going to need a lot of farm on Morphling. Anti-Mage is also going to need a lot of farm, so this may be a long game. I really don't expect to see DK going with a different strategy than the one they've been using.
Reserve time.
We'll see what heroes they decide to pick up as a complement to their lineup right now. We'll have to see if my dog behaves. He likes to bark at anything. I'm trying to work with him on it. But anyways, they're going to take out Broodmother and Windrunner. I'm going to have those heroes available. DK banning out Windrunner probably to stop them from locking them down. Windrunner was a pretty big problem in the game that they picked her up in the first game. And Broodmother going to be banned out from DK. DK, if they did have a Broodmother, that would make their lanes pretty strong in the late game. With Anti-Mage pushing in one and Broodmother pushing in another. Although it would take a lot of farm to get to that position. Although Broodmother can farm pretty well in the aggressive, the hard lane.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what MUFC is going to decide to go with. I think Tinker is still here.
Reserve time.
Yeah, he's still in the pool.
10 seconds remaining.
Perhaps they'll ban him out, but that would, he could go middle lane. It's still a lot of farm required for DK to be able to do anything if they do pick up a Tinker. And they're going to ban out Invoker. Really not sure if, I'm not sure how Invoker fits into the Chinese strategy. I haven't really seen I'm not really sure how that works, although they could have a Forge Spirit. Forge Spirit's able to push in lanes pretty well. Yeah, and they're actually gonna ban out the Shadow Demon. Okay. I guess they're not looking for that. They're not looking for that combination. How would Shadow Demon work in? So it would couple well with Morphling a little bit. Enchantress as well, because she can come in and stun. And Shadow Demon would disruption, then wait for Enchantress to come in, pull off a stun there. Those illusions dealing some damage.
10 seconds remaining.
Any stun you have like basically any stun works well with Shadow Demon, because he uses disruption, then you stun up the hero, and then you've got that extra damage coming out from the illusions to beat on them while they're stunned. And Beastmaster is going to be picker from MUFC. They're going for the straight big team fights, not going to go for the single target anymore. And I think this is going to be mostly the same strategy that they used previously, although they have a Morphling this time. I don't think they... Or did they have the first? I can't remember who that carry was. I didn't really think they had a big carry. Although I remember seeing a Morphling. My memory is too fuzzy the last two games to be able to tell what it was. Tell why I'm remembering Morphling.
Reserve time.
Anyways, so MUFC's lanes are wide open right now. Morphling can go middle lane, can go bottom lane. Beastmaster probably gonna go in the hard lane, and Nature's Prophet can go mid lane. Enchantress probably gonna be in the jungle. Probably not gonna try to take the aggressive jungle. I don't think they're gonna set up for a tri lane this time. Though they could if they really wanted to stop Chen. They could. Just not sure it'd be optimal. They could. I could see them doing that. Maybe they're going to try to guess out Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage probably going to be in the safe lane. They could decide to run a tri-lane up that way to stop Anti-Mage from farming. And stop Chen as well, although it'd be pretty risky and could possibly not go in their favor. If they decide to do that. Tidehunter going to be picked up by DK. Alright, so this is a little different. Tidehunter, he does have his Anchor Smash, which fits into, kind of getting rid of creep waves, and he can tank them up with Kraken Shell. Just tank up an entire wave without taking really any damage. But that Ravage is it's definitely a team fight hero, and Leshrac with the Tidehunter means that when they're hit by Ravage, the Pulse Nova and Edict damage will come out, and then he can set up a stun as well. So that's there.
5 seconds.
I'm wondering if DK are going to decide to try to go against MUFC's setup. And Bounty Hunter is going to be the pickup. They're looking to get money. Money with Bounty Hunter and some nice ganks. Beastmaster could hold someone down. Bounty Hunter come in and just rack them up. So the Bounty Hunter could go... I don't really know if I've seen Bounty Hunter mid lane. He can go hard lane too. So their lanes are just like wide open. They could do anything that they want, really. Their lanes is wide open. It'd be too hard to predict exactly what they're gonna do.
5 seconds remaining.
And DK, what do they got? I mean, they don't have a Brood Mother to place up against where Tidehunter would go. He could be roaming inside the jungle. They could decide to go tri-lane versus tri-lane, or at least, you know, two heroes supporting Anti-Mage, anticipating some sort of aggressive tri-lane against him. And we're gonna go with Sand King. Oh man, it is team fight heaven. DK going with the standard European team fight lineup of Chen, Leshrac, Anti-Mage, Tidehunter, and Sand King. And we're going to look at a MUFC who are doing the same thing. So I can only predict that this is going to be a big matchup. And I'm hoping it's going to be exciting to cast this. I think it is. Anyways, Long DD is going to be taking the Chen. He had Enchantress last time. ROTK going to be playing Leshrac. Anti-Mage played by Burning, if you didn't guess. Tidehunter is going to be played by Super, and Zippo is going to be taking the supporting Sand King. We have Ling Ling going to be on the Enchantress. Nick is taking up the Morphling. Bounty Hunter is played by Net. And then who's going to take Nature's Prophet and Beastmaster? We shall see.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
We got Gogeta is on Beastmaster. That leaves only one hero, and I forgot to do this. Ding ding. Ding ding. There we go. TFG is going to be playing the Nature's Prophet again. Alrighty. Let's see, do they have Nick going middle lane? What are the items he's going to buy? He's got a GG Branch Circlet. Spending a bunch of gold. Maybe a little bit, so he may go in the middle lane if he doesn't spend that final 122 gold. We got a Stout Shield on Beastmaster. So he may go in hard. He may be going hard lane. Nature's Prophet actually. Well, we got the 7 clarities. What are you gonna do with 7 clarities exactly? We'll see. I'm not really sure. I don't really. Does he need 7 clarities to go into the jungle? Is that quite optimal for him? Don't know.
30 seconds to battle.
Anyways, we have Bounty Hunter. He has a Stout Shield as well. So, I mean, they're expecting aggressive. Seem to be expecting some aggressive lanes. Looks like Beastmaster and Enchantress are bottom lane. Morphling is mid lane, so Nick's gonna be playing a mid lane Morphling. And I think Nature's Prophet is gonna go in the jungle, and it's gonna be Bounty Hunter in the top lane. Let's see how that's gonna work out for them. We have Rotic and Zippo gonna be roaming together, it seems. With the Sand King and Leshrac. Chen's going to go in his safe jungle. And Burning is going to be playing the mid lane Anti-Mage. Oh boy. Alright, I did not see that coming in. Super is going to be playing the solo lane, side lane as a Tidehunter, which is not going to be too bad for him. We're going to get a good amount of farm on Beastmaster. Beastmaster is going to be able to get up pretty well. It should be able to do fine in this lane. Net is going to be taking the solo lane against Leshrac. Zippo's just going to be in the jungle with Chen, perhaps? Anti-Mage and Morphling. I really haven't seen this setup before. It's like carry versus carry. I don't know. I really don't know who has the upper hand. It looks like Burning's doing a pretty good job of farming. He's got 2. Alright, so he only has 2 versus Nick, who actually has the side advantage. He's on the higher side. And I really don't. It's hard to predict where the first blood's going to be in here. And we have, I guess they're sharing a jungle, Enchantress as well as Nature's Prophet, sort of. And I think they're going to go in for a gank right now. She's got 2 stuns up available for Tidehunter. And we have Beastmasters here, but Super's running back. Alright, so here we go. We got the initial Centaur stun. Nature's Prophet's going to come in for this. I think that missed. No, it didn't even hit right yet. And Super's going to go down. They didn't even use that. They just needed to sprout. First blood goes the way of MUFC. Tidehunter is finished off. And this top lane is kind of interesting. We have a Leshrac and Sand King, so he's going to look for ROTK to get pretty decent farm, which can be great on Leshrac. make him pretty tanky, just stay around in the match. Long DD just waiting to come out with a gank. Bounty Hunter is great solo lane too, because he can just start ganking. MUFC, they're starting out with their super aggressive their super aggressiveness, looking to get levels not only through the jungle, but since they're sharing it, they're looking to get kills on Tidehunter and make sure that he loses that solo lane. And Beastmaster gains it. Beastmaster bigger than Tidehunter would be good because he would have the roar first, and he just has vision, vision with his Call of the Wild. Not going to be able to stack ancient camps in this lane, however. So that's the usual place Beastmaster finds farm. They're both melee heroes. And Morphling definitely having the advantage because he has, I think it's probably because of his range that he's getting this advantage over DK. It's just, I mean, it's slight, but it's there. They're both doing well. I don't know if the Anti-Mage isn't going to need a bottle. Morphling perhaps may. And when he decides to start going aggressive with the waveform, he may be able to take out Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage really going to have a hard time against a bigger Morphling in the lane because he's a bit more powerful in the early game. Unless he decides to go some kind of build. He's already got a poor man's shield, so that's helping him, but it's still, as you can see, he's still taking a good amount of damage from Morphling. Morphling's got 6 physical armor versus a 4. It's not that much of a difference. And my dog decides to do his own little thing.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Dog likes to literally bark at nothing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Actually, sorry, there's people moving downstairs. But anyways, this top tower is going to be pressured, and now that Chen has got his creeps, and it looks like we had Bounty Hunter going down. He's now invisible in the middle of this, and Gogeta has come up top to try to save this tower, although it goes down. First tier 1 tower goes down to DK. They're going to try to get the tower advantage early on. They know that their bottom lane isn't working out so well. Nature's Prophet actually taking this thing over here, and Tidehunter goes down to Morphling. They're trying to, or Tidehunter takes out Morphling, and that's the gank that they needed because Burning was going to have a big problem. He actually win with a bottle, probably for that regen, because he can use that to grab the runes. And Leshrek's keeping up the pressure over here in the top lane. And if he hits a stun, I mean, a Bounty Hunter can probably get away. Now this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane is going to be pressured right now. They're going to try to defend it just with super, but probably not going to work out. I think it's going to be a trade in the end, and they're going to get this tower, pushing the tower when the Ancient, when the catapult is here. And Gogeta is actually coming in for this too. Enchantress healing up in the back. They're just waiting for that creep wave to come in. But Leshrac is now making his way to the tier 2 tower. I wonder if they're going to try to make a trade here. The Edict damage is so much. You know, we got 37 damage for 32 explosions. And if you can focus that down on a tower, that means, you know, like half the tower's gone. But Burning is looking pretty low right now. He has regen, but this wave, a nice waveform, would put him in a serious amount of danger. Super doing a good job of defending this tower. It is now at 75 health. He could deny it. He decides not to do so. I think he's going into the secret. Yeah, he's going into the secret shop over here. Gonna push up his arcane boots, but loses the tower for it. So that's the end of that. This tower is actually took a ton of damage, and I wonder if they're gonna try to pressure on this tier 2 tower. They're gonna try to press this thing that they have going here. I'm expecting mid-game team fights. We'll see what they decide to do. Or if they can continue to split push. I mean, Tidehunter's, he's not a split pusher, and he's really great with this Ravage, but he's hard to get rid of in lane. Just Enchantress and Nature's Prophet both sharing this jungle still. How's his farm going? What does he have? He's got 28 last hits. Leshrack's doing great in his lane. 28 last hits, so he's been using those clarities just for jungling purposes. He's probably looking for a hand of Midas. Trying to get that as soon as possible. Chen here in the middle lane. And it looks like Anti-Mage Burning is trying to block the creeps, keep him out on his side so that he doesn't have to run in too far. And here he goes, he's going to blink himself in, and Waveform takes a good amount of damage from Waveform. But he does have the Rune. So Rune is able to help him re-heal, and they're going to pressure in this tier 3 tower as well, tier 2 tower again.
Top tower is under attack.
Edict damage. Start that one off. He takes the tower hits really hard though. And Chen is here as well. I don't think he has any creeps though. Does not have creeps. I'll place a ward. Let's see if, yeah, they're going to be able to finish off that tower. This tier 2 tower over here is actually, there's a centaur creep that's down. A wildkin here to give them a little bit of lane control.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and they're going to get a trade actually for it. But Burning is looking pretty low, as well as Nick. And who is going to be to go down? It is Morphling that goes down to Chen, who comes in with a nuke. Morphling was definitely caught out. Nick was definitely caught out right there. Burning getting the first... getting sent back to base as well, even though I don't know if he had a full bottle or not. But oh no, looks like Super is going to go down in this bottom lane here, trying to defend the tower. No, didn't defend the tower, but lost his life anyway. And now they have to come back here and defend, and they do lose another hero. It is Bounty Hunter that goes down. And Gogina just standing in the middle of Zippo's thing, and in couple seconds left, and he would have been able to. They need to slow him down. They're going to try to get the kill. Impetus deals a ton of damage, and that's going to be the end of him. And Nature's Prophet looking at, nope, he's going to pop himself in right here. Needs to get a sprout off. He does get the sprout. And Leshrack though, Leshrack countering, and then Morphling going to go down. Morphling going to take out Leshrack, but Nature's Prophet goes down to the Edict. Sort of counter initiation. Is able to get a kill for that without just completely losing his life. 4-on-5 right now. Still no 5-on-5 team fights. And Tidehunter is now in the middle lane. So they could look for another kill on Morphling if they want to get that. If they can get enough heroes in here and pull Morphling out before anyone comes there and to try to save him, they would be able to take him out pretty quickly. Yeah, like right over here, if they had a few more people in here, Ravage. Oh, actually, Ravage is down. Sorry, so I was wrong. Yeah, I was wrong.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nature's Prophet finish up his power treads. Doesn't have that hand of Midas right yet. And Burning is actually being quite aggressive with this Anti-Mage. He's going to come in and pop in for the Enchantress. The Sand King goes in as well. They do get the Enchantress. The Waveform is going to deal a ton of damage. Epicenter is popped off. Doesn't get anyone. And they're going to back away. They don't lose a hero for it. Just gets a kill an Enchantress. Oh no, they're going to lose a hero for it. Rada gets caught out by the Beastmaster. And Waveform is going to come in and deal a final damage from Morphling. And the Edict is still here though, catching off Net. Is that Power Net? No. Is it? Maybe. I don't know.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So they do lose a couple heroes for that one. We weren't able to get the tower. Pretty good trade. We got Track now on Tidehunter. And make sure that he doesn't come in and initiate. They're going to watch for him. He does have Ravage up, so that would be the end of Bounty Hunter. And Beastmaster, if they're able to get Anti-Mage back in here. But Sand King is down. His ultimate is down. It's pretty much, I think they were trying to go for Enchantress right there, even though they didn't need it. And if they had popped it off a little bit later, would have been able to turn the team fight around. But he had to be finished off too quickly. Yeah, someone's cooking burgers right now in my house. And I am really hungry. Holy crap. Now I realize how hungry I am. Anyways, Nature's Prophet is going to come in here, try to hit Burning. They have a roar up in 11 seconds. Burning doesn't have a TP scroll. Could buy one, though. He's not going to do so. And take a couple right clicks. He's still here. Now Sand King is in the mist. Is he gonna get a nope? They're gonna get a stun up. Should be able to get TFG in a stun. Oh no, Roar's popped up, hits Zippo. Sand King goes down. The anti-mage ultimate is gonna get a kill on Nature's Prophet. A couple more clicks and they'll be able to finish up Beastmaster, but he's not gonna be able to do so. He's too low on life, and he's able to run away. Roar really needed to be. I really would have expected them to try to pop off that Roar on Burning, or maybe they expected to hit both of them. I'm not sure. Here's Leshrac actually with the 60 last hits. It's the highest farm hero on the map, and he's going straight for his. Actually, we got Long D coming in here. Morphling gonna finish him off, or actually Bounty Hunter finishes him off. They did get track, which is great. That's another extra gold for them. What was I gonna say? Yeah, he's going straight for his Bloodstone, which allows him. It turns him into a carry basically. He has this point Soul Booster finished up. Just needs a perseverance. Now Super here, he still has Ravage. They do need more heroes here for that to be effective, however. Sand King. Sand King gets a kill on Nature's Prophet. They're gonna push in this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. And the build's straightforward for... what does Nature's Prophet build anyway? He has gotten... maxing out Nature's Call, so that's the farming Nature's Prophet. 2 in Teleport, 1 in Sprout. Ultied in there for 3 seconds, so it's pretty long. And Wrath of Nature. Finish up on him. Let's see, what is Bounty Hunter doing? He is maxing out Shuriken Toss actually, instead of Janata. Janata being able to deal 225% damage. Shuriken Toss, look at that. He has taken out a lot of health from that. Trying to go into the tower. Needs one more click to be able to finish it off. They did have track, so that's what he wanted that for. But pressuring this tier 1 tower in middle lane tower goes down, and that leaves 2 towers for the Radiant, and 1, 2, 3, 3.5 towers. 3.5 towers for DK. They have a little bit of an advantage there. Can continue to trade towers if that's what MUFC decides to do. Though they're pretty much waiting for Morphling to get enough farm. Looking probably for that Ethereal Blade before they decide to go in. Although the way that the fight is going, the way that the match is going, he may need more than the Ethereal Blade to do this team fight. We got 2,000 gold up on Burning. Seeing what he's going to decide to go for. I wonder if he's trying to go straight for his Battle Fury to do the split push, or if he's going to go with a mid style or something like that, something along those lines. Both can help him farm. Battle Fury may indicate he's interested in the push. Actually, Enchantress goes down while I'm watching this, waiting for something to happen here. Actually, no, Leshrac goes down, killed by Enchantress. And now Super is going to be caught out right now. He has to back off a little bit. Still, Burning went away, so he's not going to be in this little team fight here. Morphling is here. They're going to try to go on to him. He's going to go through the jungle, going to find himself Chen, and he's going to be able to get away from this, even though he was gushed. Let's still continue up here. Actually, the top lane Burning is in the middle of 2 heroes. I'm going to try to defend this tier 3 tower. We definitely don't want to lose that. Actually, Chen goes down here while I'm watching that happen. Bounty Hunter is killed by Chen. Getting those creeps to deal damage to him. And Nick has to back off. So they are trying to... MUFC is now going with the split push, it seems, and DK also with the split push. It's hard to say what their strategy is. They have options to do either one of them. Here we go. We have Matt Burning sees himself Enchantress, blinks himself away. Just trying to get some farm. Trying to get the farm that he's looking for. Actually, he bought something. What did he buy? It looks like his Battle Fury. He just needs to get a... He just needs a little bit more farm to be able to get it. Just needs that perseverance as well. And they're actually going, they're grouping up. They have a smoke. Leshrac purchased up his Bloodstone. Going to be revealed. Same thing's going to be revealed off by Enchantress. Needs to go. Doesn't see him though. Didn't see Enchantress. Enchantress got lucky right here. Man, they're not able to get that. If they went around the other way, Enchantress would have been killed. You know she's here, I think. Deciding what to go on. Got everyone here. They think they just bought some TP scrolls. Burning is now here, so there's five up here. Gonna push in this tower. It looks like MUFC are gonna be the ones that aren't gonna look for the team fight. And how could they really? With Tidehunter and Leshrac so big, as well as Anti-Mage. Burning just coming here. He faced off against Bounty Hunter, getting the track off on him, making sure they know where he is. Just a tiny bit more and he'll have his Battle Fury. This tier 2 tower is now going to be pressured in by DK. So now they're going to continue to press their advantage in terms of map control. Going to clear off the creep wave, and MUFC aren't going to defend against this. They're going to go in for the middle tower. Still actually not able to get it too. They're pushing in the top lane as well while I'm watching this happen. Gogeta decides to go in, but he's going to be finished off. And actually the rest of MUFC, if Epicenter popped off, is going to get Enchantress. A couple more hit points left on the tower. The tower goes down, and Nick has to back himself away. So I don't know. They get a stun up on Nick, and he is pretty low. He's got low movement speed right now. 1 second left, not enough mana to get that. Oh, he's finished up his Eagle Song, so going straight for the Butterfly. Okay. Going straight for the Butterfly on him. I think that's the only thing he would be building with that. And Nature's Prophet now has the Hand of Midas. Still looking to get bigger in terms of farm. I do get that tower, so that means there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. So they still have a little bit of advantage in terms of towers, but it is the map control. This middle tower just doesn't give a whole lot of map control, and that's what DK has over MUFC with this access to the jungle with this tower. Actually, this middle tower too, for the Dire side, able to give you quicker access to your jungle than on the Radiant side. Little differences, except you have like a smaller jungle here. It's a little bit safer. So little trade-offs, really clever trade-offs I like in this game. Just minor differences. Oh man, now I really want a burger now that I can smell it. I'm just hungry. So I'm probably gonna go make myself one of those at the end of this match. Both teams are just trying to figure out. It looks like DK is sitting close together. I wonder if they're going to try to go for that middle lane. It'd be more of a risk that DK usually likes to take. Net is trying to get up in here and just try to get some farm. Finish up his Drum of Endurance. That's going to make him a bit faster. And actually, they're going to go for Roshan. That's what they were grouping up for. It looks like there is no wards, although we have Enchantress. I think this is Enchantress. If that's still out, they know that this is happening. They have half health now on Roshan. We have Gogeta up in here. He is actually, they're not going to be able to go on this. It is too late. Roshan is going to be finished off in the Aegis is going to be picked up by Anti-Mage. So he's going to start split pushing. He has now finished up his Battle Fury. And he's just going to be an unstoppable force. And I really don't know if they're going to decide to use him in team fights like you usually see. Morphling. What's Morphling doing? Morphling has an Ethereal Blade. Did I not get the build right? Oh man, I didn't get the build right. Ethereal Blade, Eagle Slinger for the Ethereal Blade. And that is the Ghost Scepter. Finishes the Ghost Scepter. You usually see Ghost Scepter first, which is what confused me, I guess. Anyways, not my mistake. So he does have his Ethereal Blade. That is going to make him pretty good in team fights as well. And deal a bunch of burst damage. And here we go. They're going to try to go on Chen. They should be able to take him out pretty quickly. And there he goes. And he blinks himself away just in time before Sand King is able to get a stun up on him.
Dire's top tower is under
The
attack.
top tower is being pressured in right now by Beastmaster. And Burning is going to be able to take that fight. He's going to be able to defend really easily. MUFC definitely looking for the split push though. Kills are even. What is the wow, that is a major gold advantage. That's not right. That's got to be bugged. That's got to be bugged. Cannot possibly be that high of an advantage. Anyway, Burning is going to take out Nature's Prophet. Gogeta is going to get himself away. TP scroll. So Anti-Mage is just big right now. What is he? So with that Battle Fury, that's what is able to help him deal that damage. Actually, he's putting it up on mana treads right now. They're still not sure exactly what to do with Tidehunter. I don't see him being used really what I would expect him to be used for. Just ravage all the time and catch out heroes. Force MUFC on the back foot, and here they're gonna go. They're gonna go
Is under attack.
four in here. Anti-Mage over in the jungle. They're gonna be able to take that tower without a problem. And MUFC are just gonna give it to them. They're not gonna even TP in for it. Not even gonna question whether or not they can take a team fight. But they do have to stop this. They do have to stop this, and they try to get up to the high ground. They can get up to the high ground, that's pretty big, but Burning is going to be teleporting himself up to the top tower. And he's going to be able to get another creep wave. And the rest of the team, however, is still looking inside the jungle. They're going to try to see if they can find out a hero. I mean, he's down on the bottom over here. I think that they can see where Morphling is, but they're going to question whether or not they're going to go on it. They should be able to take the three of them, but MUFC has smoked themselves up. Pipe is now finished up by Gogeta, so good counter initiation right there. If they're able to get that off, they'll still be stunned through it, but they'll take less damage from Tidehunter's ultimate. Sand King is now purchased up, actually as well as Sand King, but the combination of both of them is still pretty dangerous. Tidehunter and Sand King. Although, what's Sand King's build looking like? So he's maxed out Caustic Finale, so they are looking for that push from him. This doesn't seem to be DK's strong suit. The team fights. They really could have had that. They really could have had that action down bottom lane. And now Bounty Hunter is up in here, just dealing a little bit of a problem. And they're going to catch him out. Actually, so they're going to stun him up, and that's going to be the end of it. That is the end of it for him. Bounty Hunter has been caught out, and I think, how did they see him actually? They have a gem up on Sand King, and that's what they able to do it. So now they're going to have to take out Net. Someone's going to have to take out Sand King, or else Net is just going to have a problem doing anything in the lane. Alright, so doing anything, sneaking around in the jungle like he's been doing. They're going to pressure in this this tier 3 tower. And now MUFC have to defend and go for a team fight. But Anti-Mage isn't here. He's up defending the top lane. They do pop off the pipe. Both sides have a pipe actually, so they're going to wait to initiate until that thing is down. But Zippo is caught off. They don't have Epicenter, and they're just going to let him go. Oh no, Chen was able to finish him off, but look at this. No, how much damage is that going to deal? I don't even think he sees this coming. How much damage is this going to deal? Chen has popped off. Heal. Where is it? Ah, it didn't deal a lot of damage. I thought that dealt more. I really thought that would deal way more damage. What is this? It has Aghanim Scepter. Distance damage times 20%. So what the heck? The bonus range. There's only a bonus range. Anyways. Alright, so that explains it. It's just not going to deal like 8,000 damage when it hits down the bottom lane. So they are smoked up for this. Should be able to get a kill right now. Should be able to get Nature's Prophet without a problem. And they're going to go on him. He is none the wiser. Here he is, blinking up, stun up with the creep, the troll warlord, and they do finish him off. That's what DK is looking for. We can catch our heroes with this 4 roaming strategy. They're doing like a 4 ganking to protect 1, to protect Burning, who has a Manta Style now finished off, so he's huge. Actually has himself on strength boots. And anyways, the Dire Courier goes down. We have Morphling here. Still only has his Ethereal Blade, but he has 3.5k gold. Probably saving for buyback at this point. They know they need to be careful. They really don't have too much of the advantage. Let's see if I can. Let's see what the net worth is. Net worth Anti-Mage is 3k above. 3k above Morphling. I'm gonna look to push in this through here 3 tower. And wait for the creep wave to be able to do so, and MUFC, they need to be able to push in another lane, but they don't have that kind of an advantage in terms of lane control. That's actually not what lane control is, but the mech is, the pipe has popped off. They're going to deal damage to this tier 3 tower. MUFC is not ready to go in at this point. We do have, we actually have, yeah, nothing going on right yet. We have a roar popped off. They're going to catch out Tidehunter if they can kill him off. They can. Still not popped off the, here we go, we have Epicenter is now popped off. They are dealing a little bit of damage, but the pipe is going to save that. Zippo actually goes down. Actually, Tidehunter goes down as well. Burning has burned his Aegis. And they only get Beastmaster for that, but they do get the tier 3 tower. Anti-Mage is still here. Ravage, I didn't see a Ravage popped off at all. Burning is still in here. He is having a hard time. Ah, no, he's going to be finished off, blinking himself away, but he is tracked and slowed. And he's actually going to be sent back by Chen, and it looks like RRTK is going to be found out and finished off. And that is the end of that. Chen is going to be able to get himself away with the TP scroll. Tidehunter, yeah, Tidehunter's Ravage didn't get popped off. I do not think team fights, five-man team fights are DK's strong suit. I would have expected like a Ravage popped off before the Epicenter to be able to save Sand King from being killed quite so easily and focus down on, or at least something to counter with. You know, like once Epicenter was popped off, then do it then do it to stop them from advancing on Sand King, or even getting away from Sand King. And I'm not sure the Primal Roar is already popped off, so I don't think Beastmaster was the best target for them to hit. Wild Axes deal a good amount of damage. Actually, Net is up in here, and he should be actually they don't know he's here. They don't have the gem anymore now that Sand King went down. They're just gonna follow him around. We have the rest of the team is up here, and they're looking for a gank. Actually, weren't able to initiate on Sand King. Now Burning is here. He's level 20 versus Morphling, who's level 16. So not as good on that front. They're actually not going to get a kill. No kills right there. Both teams are going to be backing off. MUFC did win that team fight, although they did have the advantage. And I think DK is just going to wait for Epicenter to be coming up again. But perhaps they're going to play it ultra safe and get a Roshan before they go in. But perhaps MUFC are looking for it. They are smoke themselves up. If they can catch out Burning right now. There we go. We need a stun, but not able to get a stun. Burning is going to blink himself away. Roshan is going to be up in a couple seconds. Roshan is going to be up in a couple seconds. It looks like, I'm not sure if MUFC have timed it. Roshan is here, unless they're looking to get some sort of a kill or an advantage to be able to take Roshan with. DK is up in their jungle, waiting for the push to come in. To this top tower. It looks like a heart has been finished off on Anti-Mage as well. That makes his illusions just really powerful. Really hard to get rid of. It's like, and that makes his illusion from Morphling even more powerful too, which is something to consider, because that can give Morphling the edge in a team fight against the Anti-Mage. If he's able to replicate Anti-Mage and send him against himself. Still, both teams not initiating on each other. They're trying to play it safe. So I think, yeah, I think DK could really start taking this. They're going to go right for Roshan. I say, if you're not going to do it, we're just going to take it. And regen rune up here, going to put that in his bottle. He's going to go himself away. So they're going to get, DK is going to get Roshan. And that's going to be a bit of a problem. I think that's going to allow them to push in. Definitely would allow them to take a team fight. Roshan goes down. And here it is. They need if they can get a kill. They can get a kill on, say, Nature's Prophet before he's able to get away. Or no, actually, they're not going to be able to get a kill on either Bounty Hunter or Nature's Prophet unless they stick around. And here we go, blinking in with the anti-mage, canceling off the TP scroll, melting his health away, and he's trying to get in with the Sprout. Ravage popped off finally, and Burning blinks himself in, gets the kill on Nature's Prophet. Bounty Hunter is not going to be found out, and that gives, if Nature's Prophet can't buy back, he can buy back. So that's not going to, they could push in, although they could go with this top lane, this bottom lane over here. So they can get some kills. That would be excellent. Allow them to solidify their advantage and push. They have Roshan. They have one hero down. So I'm not going to play too aggressively. Not going to try to dive against MUFC. How long is Tidehunter's Ravage? Still about a minute and a half before that thing is up. What's he going for now? He's got plenty of gold on Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage's been farming great. He has about 19k. And, let's see, Morphling here. Morphling still got a Ethereal Blade. Does have a Black King bar to counteract the Tidehunter as well as the Sand King. Anti-Mage still can melt him away, however. And now DK is in the jungle, in the Radiant jungle, trying to look for a kill. They could decide to push on this bottom lane if they want to. They're taking away some creeps. And Morphling going to TP himself out and back. I'm not sure why both teams are going for the split push. I'm not sure why DK doesn't decide to force a team fight, get some buybacks, force some buybacks, something like that. That would go their way. Since they have Aegis, they could, if Burning, dies somewhere where he can blink away from once he comes back to life. Oh no, Nature's probably going to be found out. He's sprouting himself together with Anti-Mage, and Anti-Mage is going to stop his teleport out with the ultimate, which is up again for him. And Nature's Prophet goes down. That gives him another advantage. And now he does not have buyback because he purchased up his Aghanim Scepter. So DK should press their advantage, especially now that they picked off Morphling, who does not have buyback either. They really need to press their advantage right now. They have a huge advantage to be able to do this, even if they lose, even if one of their towers gets pressured. The tower down here is down, and MUFC looks like they're going to wait to defend this, even if they are going to try to defend it at all. They're just going to go, yeah, they're just going to lose their barracks. It's kind of interesting that both teams decided, both teams decided the opposite. MUFC is going heavy team fight, whereas DK has been going with the split push. MUFC decided to go for the split push. DK decided to go for the 5-man team fight. So they're going to lose 2 barracks for this. Leshrac can be able to defend the top lane. Yeah, they're going to lose 2 barracks for that. Nope. Actually, Chen is going to be found out. He's going to be finished off right now by Nature's Prophet. And Burning has to blink himself away. He still can't be caught up by 5 heroes and win. But he has 4,000 gold. So could buy back if he needs to. 20k up on him. And actually Leshrac has beat out Anti-Mage beat out Morphling in terms of farm. So what's the gold graph look like? 60k advantage of that. Yeah, that's not right. That's not right, gold graph. What do you care? You're just a gold graph. And it looks like the I think MUFC, or maybe they're going for the suicide dive. They do need to get a Rax to counteract the 2 that they have down. They didn't lose the range barracks, but they lost the melee barracks, which is the big pusher. The one that's harder to deal with. And I think they're grouping up a little bit, but I'm not sure if they're going to commit to it. Burning has like 2.6k health. And I think they're going to let, it looks like they're going to let DK push in yet again. Their ultimates are still up. And they should be able to take a team fight. No problem, really. I think what's Morphling? Morphling's level 17 versus a level like, what is it, 25? 24 anti-mage. And they're trying to get it. You can't get away. TFG, you just cannot get away from anti-mage. He's going to pop off his ultimate to kill you every single time. Don't think he has buyback. Nah, he should have buyback. What was the buyback status? Up on Nature's Prophet. He does have buyback. Does have that. If they can get this action up here top lane. Anti-mage. Burning is here. And that is going to push MUFC back. They are going to defend this tower without a problem. Oh, come on, man. Do it. Ah, we got Sand King actually wasn't able to be finished off right there. Beastmaster was the one that blinked in. Now Bounty Hunter is going to be invisible, try to get himself away. We got Scythe of Vice up on Gogeta. Gogeta is going to be finished off by the illusion? No. Actually, and Bounty Hunter goes down to Leshrac. Beastmaster is down. Nature's Prophet is still down. It is time to end this match. You have the good advantage. Both lanes, both middle lane and top lane are pushed in. Bottom lane is going to be the one that Bernie's going to focus on. He's going to come in through here, finish off that Rax, and then perhaps go for the GG. And I think the experience is way in favor of the Dire. They really just haven't died much. 21 versus 14 are the kill score. Bounty Hunter now buys back into the game. And it looks like they're actually going to transition up top for this barracks. And here they go. We got Sprout to stop them out. We got the Tree Ensign here, and ROTK, he is going to be popping up his Pulse Nova to try to deal with that. The tower is going to go down pretty quickly. Burning is still here, working his magic on the barracks. We have axes flying in. Don't have an initiation right yet. Here we go. Burning again. Ravages popped off. That finishes off Bounty Hunter. And Morphling actually saving himself just a little bit. We have Sand King coming in pretty far to try to get a kill with his thing. And Enchantress is going to go down. Gogeta is going to be finished off. And that's going to be the Grax. GG is called out by Gogeta. GG coming out from DK. Excellent match. It was interesting to see DK decide to go with a 5-man push strategy, but still retaining their strength. In their split push, going their traditional route with anti-mage. Actually has a butterfly too, so this is major damage plus 4k in the bank, and Aegis wasn't even burned. The Ancients are going to be falling out. Chen is the only one left inside here. That's going to be the end of it. So Love is dead. That is the third game of MUFC versus DK. DK coming out victorious. Exciting match to watch. Exciting match to cast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Your final stats screen. Sign off.